I'm here with a game called Infestor. It's a flash game because I've figured I should try something different, and I'm just going to do this for like a casual Friday type thing. I'm not going to actually play the entire game unless it's amazing enough for me to do so. So you can read the story for yourself because I'm really not paying attention to it, and there's a biohazard sign because we are now playing Resident Evil but in Japanese. But, of course, the little Infestor dude is released. So we have to contain him by being him. I'm getting a Spelunky vibe. Let me guess, this is going to tell me, press up to jump, or Z. Well, I prefer Z actually, because up is kind of awkward. What's this one to tell me? Enter the pipe to complete a level? Okay, so we're playing Mario again, essentially. There's a human, he'll probably kill us if we see him. Colonists, take control of him. Hooray, and I'm a head crab. They can jump higher, and if I get stuck, I can press stuck. And press C to release myself from my host, but I want to take my host with me, he's so cute. Wow, I didn't think I'd actually kill him. Okay, so we're just like head crabs. I can take control of any humans I find. Well, I can't say no to that. But we gotta make sure that I can actually die in this game, because, as you know, it's an LP, and if I don't fail at some point, then it's not an LP anymore. So we're going to take control of this man, because his head is a very nice texture, and since I am a gelatinous thing, I can eat him, essentially. Essentially, that's not even a word. It's almost a word. You know, you could run away from me, but, whatever. Oh, look at that. I can Yoshi jump. So, this guy can push boxes because he's scratching his butt. And we all know that if you can scratch a butt, you can move a box. Although I can't help but wonder if there are like secrets in these levels. Anyways, we are going to go and press that box into the side, because boxes tend to be boxes. Okay, this guy doesn't jump nearly as high as you do, so I'm going to take over your brain, and then I am going to let you perish along with your friend. He might not be a friend of yours, but he's no friend of mine either. So we gotta do this the old-fashioned way, and by that I mean push a box. Push a box. Push it until it locks you inside and makes you cry because you do not want to be a box when you grow up. At least I assume that you don't want to be. It's kind of hard to be if you want to be. I mean, if you really want to. Whoops, I forgot you could jump off of enemies like that. I forgot you could jump off of humans like that. Well, we're just going to see this again because it's not that big of a deal. It's not that long of a level. It's not that long of a game, even. It's only 40 levels, but I don't know. Maybe I can just play the entire game. It seems pretty well made for the most part. So, let's decapitate that guy by jumping off of his head. Goodbye, person. I hope you enjoyed your death, because, you guys keep coming back, so I guess it's not really that big of a deal. Unless there are just a lot of people in this company that created me, that they just happen to have a lot of guys named Bob hanging around, and there just happened to be this little blob who just decided to kill everybody because he's an infestor, as the name of the game would imply. There are some little shooty shoot things over there. I suppose they want to avoid these bullets. They will kill us. I'm guessing. That seems to be what they are here for. You know, I'm glad they give you the option to jump with the arrow keys, but then they pretty much make it so you have to use the other keys in order to actually clear the levels. Because there's no other way to not press the Z button. There's no other way to press X and C unless you use X and C. Sounds like I'm saying ecstasy, but I'm not talking about drugs. Drugs are bad. Stay away from them. They will ruin your life. Is that really so hard? Anyways, here we go. Run, little blob man, run! Okay, so let's go up. What are the little platforms doing here, really? I mean, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's just like, yeah, this is a game. There's platforms, you can jump on them. It's exciting. And you can push boxes if you wear an orange jumpsuit, because pushing boxes is very difficult for little blobs that have no appendages, except for their head. Is a head an appendage? I don't think so. You can use guards to destroy other enemies. It's best to approach them from behind. Surprise! I've got a gun now. Can I shoot? I can shoot with the X button. Whee! I don't really need the point. I don't really see the point signs, but whatever. Die, because I killed you. It's not that difficult to figure out now, is it? Okay, you're done now. I'm done with you. I may be able to control you, but you can kill me if you really want to. And you know what? You have a right to kill me, because I am just trying to copulate with your head. It's not like I'm trying to take over the world or anything. I don't know what my goals are yet, actually. But I just lost my man shield, so I'm gonna have to die. Because your man shield is one of the most important shields you can possibly have. Now, I'm just being impatient here, so I'm just gonna crawl around, try to pretend that we're a worm. Hello, man, I'm taking your head again. For it is a squishy little head, and it's just nice. I mean, really, people don't seem to understand that. People's heads are little nice cushion wrist stop things. And if you can't indulge in the squishy head of a man who can scratch his own butt, what can you do? It's just so nostalgic. Of course, I'm having the spelunky vibe here too, so hopefully that guard will let me take over his body. That was pointless. Now we can take over this guy and we can jump higher. Now we can jump on this gun, but it's not going to do anything to us, so do I do this? Yeah, then I use the little platforms over here on the way back, because this guy does not run and jump, because he has to sacrifice his speed for strength, so he can push boxes. Because that is just his lot in life. That is how he rules his life. That is how he dictates whether or not he's going to be able to go to work. I don't know if you actually have to press down to go in the pipe. It looks like it's automatic. So there's an information sign up there. It's cool. But we're just going to sit here and do a little wall-hugging dance, and now we're going to jump up. And now we're going to shoot this guy. And this is going to be like, don't do it, man. Release mid-air to cover greater distances. I could have told you that. Whoops. Oh well, looks like I'm going to have to kill my little blobby friend. Goodbye, Blobflind. I hardly knew you. Anyways, we shall now continue doing more of the same of what we were doing before, but this time we will not try to kill ourselves, since we don't really want to. You cannot shoot a fellow guard, man. Just say you're going to keep shooting even though I'm nowhere to be seen. Pew pew pew. Come on, man. We got to clear this jump. And we did. Okay, it is automatic. You don't have to press down. It's not like Mario. You see, this blob guy actually knows how to go in pipes without having to do anything. Watch out for droids. You can only control humans. Well, Mr. Droid, I'm sorry, but we just can't have that in this world. I could probably kill him, but I need him, so I'm not going to. Hello, sir. Or madam. I am now going to take over your brain. I hope you don't mind, really. Doesn't matter, you're not going to get it back, because I'm going to kill you and I'm done with your body. It's the way that you're supposed to handle things. When you're using someone, you generally, when you don't need them anymore, you kill them. It's like Yoshi. When you don't need Yoshi anymore, you just let him go fall in a hole. And he's like, oh boy, I fell into a hole. Let's make a bunch of Mario hacks and make jokes about that whole fact. Anyways, let's take over this guard, and maybe we can shoot that Terminator wannabe. And we did! Amazing! We can kill humans, and we can jump on robots, and there's a guy who looks like he is a spelunky miner dude. So, I'm guessing he has some certain ability. Oh, he's an overseer, so he's like the advisors for the people. Well, it's a good thing that he took the hit for me, because, you know, this is a literal meat shield, because it's made of human. Anyways, we can push this box, and we can go grab a miner. And he will be under the age of 21, and he will be able to help us get in trouble, because we all know that prawns is a bad thing so long as you're not of age. Anyways, enough talking about that nonsense. Let us keep going. We are halfway through the game, so I guess I can go ahead and finish this game up. It seems to be pretty darn well made. I like it. It is a cool concept for a game, if I do say so myself. But since I know how Camtasia is, I think I will stop it at the 10-minute mark, which is coming up now. And we're back. This will either be in one part or two parts. I haven't decided yet because I haven't finished it yet. I'm assuming that the first 20 levels took 10 minutes, so it wouldn't be completely unreasonable for the next 20 minutes to be the same. Well, you know, whatever. I'm actually surprised that you're allowed to fall such high distances with a human, because usually human bones shatter after a certain amount of distance. Now, there are little things right there that are going to squish us if we do not have a meat shield, so let's go ahead and meat shield up with our meaty human friend, who is supposedly faster, and he can help me bonk my head against that stuff. But it doesn't matter, because now we have pushed a box, which is, bar none, the best thing in the entire world. Honestly, if you do not push a box in your life, there is something wrong with you. Honestly, what is wrong with you if you do not push boxes? Pushing boxes is like going to the bathroom. It's just like something you have to do, no matter what. Anyways, enough rambling about nothing. Let's continue. The background has always been mountains, so just in case you're wondering and couldn't tell at first. Okay, so there's a terminal here. Let's open it up. I don't know why the engineer guys are wearing helmets. I guess it's because it's a Team Fortress 2 reference, because we know that we cannot live without those. Team Fortress 2 is one of those games that just has a lot of references people like to make to it because it's made by Valve, and Valve makes games that people reference a lot. And as you know, if you mention the word space, you are obviously making a reference to Portal 2 because space never existed before Portal 2. So yeah. Oh well, I suppose it's just one of those things people have to live with. Anyways, let's continue onward. We are already more than halfway done with the game. Jet Scouts, I have a jetpack. It's not nearly as useful as the one in Spelunky, though. Anyways, let's casually grab this engineer, and then we can play a song and build a sentry and all that other stuff. And we have more jetpack men, for we need to have the extra little boost while jumping. And we also have another guy that can push boxes and scratch his butt. Haha, that box is going to be impenetrable because it's made of wood, and we all know that wood is the hardest substance in the entire planet, because you know you can't just shoot a gun and have it go through wood. It is impossible, do not even try to tell me otherwise. So we've got this level complete now, and we can continue on our way. There is a guard. Let's go jump in the spikes first. Anyways, now that we have decided that we have jumped in the spikes, we are going to go crawl over here. There is a smasher there. I think Cave Johnson helped build this place. If you don't know who Cave Johnson is, then you're obviously not watching my videos. So, I'm just kidding, actually. I've never played Portal 2, at least not into the sense of where, oh yeah, you had Cave Johnson pictures, woohoo. Now then, this is going to be a little problematic. Thank you for not being problematic anymore. So we can shoot that. There's a military android. You're going to android hell now. Anyways, let's go dead. Let's go dead. Okay, so we might actually finish this game in less than 40 minutes. Oh, less than 20 minutes, what am I saying? Whoops, I didn't mean to do that yet. Oh well, let's crawl into the death. Crawl into the death. Little blob guy when he's jumping reminds me of Puyo Puyo. Just a little bit, though. And now I'm a head crab again, so... Okay, that's enough of my head crab impersonation. We are going, and we are still going. And we can kill our man by eating him and making his body explode. You know, that's just what aliens do. They grab onto your head and then the rest of your body explodes and they jump off. It makes total sense. Don't even try to tell me otherwise. I don't know why I keep saying stuff like that, but whatever. It's gotten me this far, hasn't it? So we have some sentry turret thingies, and now we can kill our little jetpack dude. There's no telling how many dollars of damage we have caused, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I'm going to go all Contra style here, and hopefully there's no contraband. Now we gotta go down and grab an engineer, and we can hopefully make our way into the next area, which requires someone who can open a door by pushing a button on a computer, just like in Half-Life. Man, I am talking about way too many Valve games today. Death to you, Mr. Sir. There is a robot that's trying to shoot us. It's almost like it's Super Meat Boy, except not quite. What, no little info box telling us about the little dude that has a little shoot thingy on his head? Well, let's try not to get squished here. said, let's try not to get squished here. Thank you. Anyways, let's try this one more time. Jump, 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 slide, slide, slide. Obligatory Mega Man 8 reference, because Mega Man 8 is one of those games that nobody likes. Okay, just kill me. So now that I have said that this game isn't too bad in difficulty, I'm just going to die a few hundred times. It's like I'm playing New Super Mercil Land, except I'm not quite. Speaking of New Super Mercil Land, at the time of this recording I have finished New Super Mercil Land, and I don't know what I'm going to Let's Play next. So, if anybody has any non-Pokemon suggestions, because I am never going to Let's Play Pokemon. Okay, people, Pokemon is fun to play by yourself. If you need to see a walkthrough of somebody else playing it, then I think you have problems, really. I mean, honestly. There's no need to have to see somebody else play a Pokemon game, because really, the fun of Pokemon comes from being able to play it by yourself and not calling it Pokemon, calling it Pokemon, rather, because of how words are supposed to be pronounced. You don't call it a Pokate, you call it a Pocket. So, Pokemon. It makes sense. Anyways, I'm not playing Pokemon. Get over it. Now then, let's go here. Oh no, we're going to get shot. Well, at least I can figure that out for myself. Now, we could do this the easy way and just wait for him to turn around, but where's the fun in that? Bonsai! Now we have to come down here and take out that dude, and we are pretty much done using this man, so... What's up here? Nothing! Hooray! I love nothing. Nothing is the best product in the world. So, now that I said that we're going to finish this game in less than 20 minutes, we're not going to, because I had to be a stupid face. And, we have a jetpack guy we can go get. Hooray, we have a jetpack. Now we can fly, fly to our heart's content, and become the world's greatest flying person. Not that really great of a song. I'm not winning any Disney awards anytime soon. Anyways, let's fall down here and push the bucket over to the side so I can grab myself a new jetpack man, and we can go around, eat dots, and then we figure out that we need to keep our guy alive, so... Shoot. This isn't going as well as I had once thought. Stupid man, come here. Got to use you to push a box, because I'm incapable of doing so since I have no arms. And since I have no arms, I can use my lack of arms as an excuse to take over people's bodies. Really, it just makes sense in the end, people. Why do I have to keep explaining myself? Why do I have to talk in this voice? There is a man here, let's take over his body, as we have been doing for this entire game so far. There is a jetpack, I want him to be my man face. Now I am his man face, and I can walk like a man, but shoot like a bee. Bees can shoot now, apparently. Hello there, Mr. Guy, give me access. You die. Now we can go here, and we can get shot by a guard, but not quite, because we did not come into his line of fire, because, as you know, in video games, humans have terrible eyesight when it comes to having enemies. Anyways, we could have done that better, but we didn't. Surprise. I've got a gun. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, we are done now, so... You know, I don't think we actually need to have the jetpack guy, but whatever. We're here now. What's up there? Terminal. We need a guy to be our terminal guide. Don't hurt me, Mr. Man. I did not do anything to you. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take care of that guy. And if I can make it, I'm going to take care of these other guns because they are in the way. They are quite annoying. Well, I suppose this is all I have for Mr. Security Guard. Thankfully, I can jump off of his head. Alright, let's take our, now that I think about it, M. Bison hat-looking wearing guy. So, I must go on and go kill Ryu and the rest of the cast of the Street Fighter games. And now we are done with this level, so, going to chance this whole thing with the whole 20 minutes. This probably will be 2 parts, just because, unless the video ends up being less than 100 megabytes, because I'm just doing the same stupid thing over and over again. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention in, New Super Mercyland that, what did I forget to mention? I was going to say it in this video. I was like, yeah, I gotta mention that in this video, but I didn't. Anyways, I already mentioned that I finished it at this time of this recording, which I don't know exactly when this is going up, but I felt like I needed to let's play something else, so I am. And what do you know? I am. It's amazing how things work out that way, so we've got to jump on this box to get up here, to get up here, to get up here, and then we can go over here, and we can be like, oh my goodness, there are things dropping bullets. I better go and make my little dude who can push boxes explode. Explosions are one of the things that you go and play video games for, because otherwise, just did something stupid there. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and end this recording because Camtasia likes to lag after 10 minutes a lot, so yeah. For some strange reason, Camtasia decided to close there. And I'm just going to go ahead and die again, for old time's sake, die again, for old time's sake, die again, for old time's sake. I didn't die that time. We flying away, which I have recently learned is apparently a Japanese, what's the word? Cannot think of the word right now. But whatever, in Japanese that apparently means orgasm. Slang, that's the word. Slang. Like a slang shot. Anyways, here we go. We have completed this level, and we only have 2 more left after this, so maybe there'll be a boss fight where I have to take over a security guy, and then I won't be allowed to be hit. Hello, jetpack guy. I'm just going to copulate with your head, as I have said before. I think I'm going to call my little Infestor blob Lenore. Wait, was it Lenore? I forget. I cannot remember my... was it? I think it was Lamar. Whoops! I didn't notice the spike bit there, actually. Yeah, Lamar was the name of the head crab that Dr. whatever his name is had. I think it's Briner? I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing him with the bad guy of Half-Life 2. Oh man, Half-Life 2. Such a good game. Whoops. If only I could copulate with the robot. Oh well. If the engineers that made me are just going to be standing around here, doing nothing, waiting for me to take over their bodies, then I will grant their requests, as is such to be done in a video game. Whee! And now we only have 2 more levels left. 2 more levels left. It's the final countdown. No, don't have to reference that ever again. Anyways, now we are jumping to and fro, trying to grow some hair for ourselves and make an afro. There's a turret up there. Let's get a guy with a jetpack on his back. They don't even try to avoid me. It's like, yeah, we're here for you and nothing else. But in order to continue, I'm going to need a guy who cannot shoot me. So we're going to take the guy that can shoot, and we're going to use him to take a hit if we need to. And now we can push this thing out of the way and jump up here every time we want to. And then we can push a box again, and we can make our friend explode, and then we can go into a pipe. And this is the last level, the penultimate level, the ultimate level of endingness. This is the part where I live and die and make pie. Ooh, I want some pie now. Because pie is delicious. I told somebody in a message, if you get this message, then pie is still delicious. I never got a reply to him because it was on Steam, and since when you're offline you can't send messages on Steam, so I have yet to figure out whether or not pie is still delicious. I assume that it is, because honestly it's pie. Nothing wrong with pie. I hope I did not need that guy anymore. Pew 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 pew. I need you. Pew 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 pew. I need you. Anyways, we are going to open up this little terminal. We're going to jump, jump, slide, slide, and now we are done with this game. That was fun. The Infestor was designed for the simple purpose of eliminating the enemy. It looks like it had. Hooray. Sweet. Hooray. No. Anyways, that was that game. It was fun.